Welcome to Startups in Action, the hot perks and hot picks of crowdfunding. Hi, I'm Mike Hayes, your crowdfunding intelligence reporter on the Crowdfund Beat. Be upfront. Discover new solutions to everyday problems that are being developed right now by entrepreneurs who are working to bring innovative help to everyday consumer problems for today and tomorrow. You'll discover how startups are now pre-tailing products such as Lazarus, which is designed to bring relief to patients suffering from CIPN and the side effects of chemotherapy. Plus, are you wondering if this is a good time to start that small business you've been thinking about? We'll bring you some expert advice on that subject and more just ahead on Startups in Action. Imagine chemotherapy without the side effects. Lazarus is a groundbreaking medical device that uses patented low-level laser technology to prevent and reverse chemotherapy side effects during breast cancer treatment. Now, the primary problem that Lazarus addresses is chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy, CIPN. 70 to 90% of breast cancer patients get this condition. CIPN can create permanent nerve damage in a patient's hands and feet, brutally painful. CIPN is one of the most common reasons patients stop chemo. Lazarus is about to begin clinical studies at a Rochester, Minnesota-based oncology research and treatment center. Is this a good time to start a small business? Stay tuned for a truthful and emotional answer. What do entrepreneurs really do after they make a fortune? Hang out around the pool or do something else? Is being an entrepreneur about getting rich, or is that about something else? Times are tough, so is this a good time to start a business? Today's interview is unique and emotional. It's with Nellie Akelp, co-founder and CEO of CorpNet.com.
We started back in 1997 by entering into the document filing, self-help, legal filing, legal preparation industry by coming out with our first company, mycorporation.com. Started it out of our two-bedroom apartment, grew it to where it was doing nearly $1 million in sales. In 2005, we were approached by Intuit, the makers of Quicken and QuickBooks, whereby they acquired us for $20 million cash.
Wow, Nellie, that sounds great, right?
I specifically was really bored and I was crawling out of my skin, not really having anything to do. So once our non-compete ran out in 2009, we decided to come out with CorpNet.com, and on July 1 of 2009, CorpNet was born for us, helping any and all new and existing business owners with setting up a business, or if they have an existing business, assisting them with anything and everything that allows them to keep the business in compliance and good standing and running and growing their business.
You bring up a very, very important point. I have been helping entrepreneurs access media exposure for about 25 years. So many entrepreneurs and startups are looking for a shortcut. I keep telling them, A, there's no such thing, and B, that's not what you want, and that the joy is in the doing. And that's a quote from Charles Schultz from my Keys to Success show, where I interview the most successful entrepreneurs in America about how they became successful. And people don't quite get that joyful, creative, interesting work is a big part of the reward of success.
So you've caught me, Mike, on a very emotional day because I'm literally like next to ground zero at the 9/11 Memorial Park, and you have to love what you do, because when I came in here, and it's such a somber experience, I'm literally, sitting at the World Trade Hotel next to the memorial right now, talking to you. I know your time is really, really, swamped.
Forget my time. I want to hear you talk about the American dream.
I see so many people go into a 9-to-5 job and they hate it. But I also see, for example, my nanny come to work every day, and she takes care of my 2-year-old, but she loves her job. she loves, and it truly makes a difference when you love your job and are passionate about your job.
The mission that I have, I believe that it was the advent of mass media advertising that really brought us out of the Great Depression. And I believe that the media, fused with crowdfunding, has the capability of bringing us out of the Great Recession. I am going to pursue the mission of bringing the media that I know and love, all aspects of it, the human interest stories that are involved in crowdfunding to fund new startups and get businesses going, create jobs, or die trying.
Yeah, I agree. I think right now, Mike, our economy is headed in the right direction. And frankly, in my opinion, more and more startups coming out on this whole crowdfunding concept will help our economy even further. And really, if you look at the trend and what's been happening, consumer spending is skyrocketing. The likelihood of you having a higher demand for what you're selling is out there because your consumers are going to be out there.
Visit corpnet.com to learn more, and visit Crowdfunding Intelligence to learn more about crowdfunding success. I'm Mike Hayes. Thanks for joining us on Startups in Action, the hot perks and hot picks of crowdfunding.